What's going on, people of YouTube? I'm here to give you guys my review of Jurassic World the movie and comparing them to all three movies and to give you guys my personal impressions of it. I was going to make this video 3 days after the movie was out, but I couldn't really get to it, which I'm kind of glad because now everybody should already been seen the movie by now. Even if you haven't, I'm not going to try and give no spoilers at all. I'm just going to try and make it, give you guys my impressions of the movie without even spoiling anything. I'm gonna start this video out by giving you guys my history of the Jurassic Park movies and how much of a fan I am. As you can see, the t-shirt, you can see little collector's stuff behind me. This is not a collector's item. This is like the regular VHS right here. I still got a copy of and stuff like that, so actual VHS. And then I also got the DVD collection, DVD collector's edition, limited edition. Comes with exclusive behind the scenes stuff and stuff like that for each movie. And then right here, which also came with this, but you can buy this separately, this is the Blu-ray collector's edition. Same thing as the DVD, but it's like, it's on Blu-ray and stuff like that. All three movies as well. And this has some real good, this is actually has some new behind the scenes footage of the movie and the making of and the interviews of the boy and the girl from the first movie. So if you're a real big fan of Jurassic Park, this is a must-have. I don't see why this wouldn't be inside your collection. If you are a fan, even if you're not a fan but you grew up on the movie, I don't see why it wouldn't be inside your collection. Then also right here, the Big Daddy that came with that, it's the little limited edition figurine of the statue of the T-Rex busting through the gate and stuff like that. That also comes with a certificate of authenticity, letting you know that it's real, that it's authentic, a collector's item. So with that said, man, let's go ahead and get into the history of my Jurassic Park movies. Now, as far as the first movie, I lost count how many times I watched that movie. I can easily say anywhere between, I don't know, man, 60 to 70 times, maybe even 80 times, maybe even 100, anywhere between 70 to 100 times I don't watch Jurassic Park 1. The second Jurassic Park movie, a lot of people really didn't too much like. I liked it because it added something new. It added 2 T-Rexes, added, just some different new stuff and stuff like that, but I watched that movie about 25 times, 25 to 30 times. The third movie, people absolutely hate. I still like the movie. I like all three of them. But, of course, out of all three of the movies, I like the first one the best. But the third one has this, people has it, things that they don't like about it. But I enjoyed it for what it was. It was, like I said again, something new within the Jurassic Park, series, franchise. So I liked it for what it was. And, I watched that movie about 10 times. So over to Jurassic World. Now, I'm gonna start off this review by being very controversial right off the top. I think, in my opinion, of course, all you crazy fans, I'm a crazy fan of the first movie as well. I love it. I'm gonna tell you why I made this decision and why I'm going out on a limb to say this. To make this review simple and short, to give you the short answer, I believe and feel that Jurassic World is better than all three movies. Now, I know there's gonna be a lot of thumbs down on this video. Don't really care, and I'm gonna tell you why I think it's the best movie. First of all, yes, I know the first movie has a lot of practical effects. For all my film people out there, you already know what that's about. It's about coming up with effects that's not utilizing computer graphics or all kind of stop motion and all kind of anything else. Is just actual authentic, coming up with a way to make something seem real all by yourself without utilizing technology. It was a good job done by Steven Spielberg and everybody else that worked on the film to come up with actual robotic T-Rex. It looked real. Even to this day, it looks legit. The part where the T-Rex is busting through the glass and they holding the glass up. Even like they said, even filming that part was terrifying because that damn machinery was actually strong as hell. They could have actually hurt them, but so that's what made it even more scarier. That was actually real. They were actually holding some glass up and yeah, that was real. That's what made it. The practical effects is what made the movie like more real. Without having green screen or having imaginary stuff that you got to look at that's coming at you. You actually have the T-Rex right there in front of your face. Same thing with the second movie. They made actual velociraptors, and it's not the first movie. They made, puppeteer velociraptors inside certain parts. Some parts were computer generated inside the second movie, but inside the first movie, Like they showed behind the scenes of the guy with the little pants on that's made like the velociraptor legs, and he was like walking and stuff like that, so they can capture the feet walking, little stuff like that, practical effects. And that's really, really appreciated and unappreciated these days when it comes to film and technology, because a lot of people don't appreciate the hard work it takes to what the old films like Star Wars, all those practical effects that people had to do. Now it's like, oh, program this. And I'm not saying computer programming and green screen is easy, because it's hard. I do green screen myself, and I haven't gotten to animation and stuff yet, but when I be watching tutorials, that stuff is time consuming. It's crazy. So that's pretty much why everybody say the first movie is like the best one, because a lot of practical effects was done, and also the fact that it takes place inside the park. The second one, the third one did take place inside a park, but it wasn't really, people felt like it wasn't done right, and I also agree with that as well. Like it was okay for what it was. And another thing with the first movie, it felt like an actual horror movie. It felt scary. It felt like you were like going through this whole experience with these people inside the park. It felt like you were there, like you were on the edge of your seat. Even watching a movie, after watching it so many times, it still puts you on the edge of your seat every single time you watch it. You're like sweating and stuff, even though you already know what's going to happen. That's how good of a job they did with the first movie. See, the reason why I said Jurassic World is better though is because Jurassic World also brought back those same feelings. It felt like you were watching Jurassic Park all over again, but just inside a different setting. It felt like it was bigger. It don't have that horror movie feeling to it no more, because these days people gotta have action inside every movie that you watch. It gotta be some kind of action. So I think that they introduced a lot of action too early, but I think they did a very good job at making it feel like the first movie again. They did a lot of nods to the first movie. It felt like a park. It felt like Universal Studios, but with dinosaurs, and it felt real. They convinced me that this is a place that you actually would go to. And I also agree with other people that had said that they should have never had the family issues with the boys and stuff like that. Has nothing to do with the dinosaurs in the movie and stuff like that. Like, don't introduce human stuff when it comes to trying to make something about the dinosaurs. And I agree with that. At first I didn't agree till I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of took you away from the experience of you being at the park. I wish they would have showed more like different exhibits or attractions or whatever with the dinosaurs in it before they start getting into the main action like the first movie. I think they should have like did something to start the movie off like the first movie did, where they were trying to put the velociraptor into the cage and then something happens and he eats the guy and stuff like that. I think they should have started the movie off like that, so once they dig into the beginning of the movie, they don't have to worry about trying to hurry up and pace it to the action. They can just pace it slowly like the first movie did. They messed up right there. I still think they capitalized overall and bring you that whole full Jurassic Park / Jurassic World experience. Like I said, there's a lot of nods to the first movie where the two boys walk into, the old, Jurassic Park, lobby and stuff like that. There's just a lot of different stuff. I don't want to give them too much spoilers, but like I said, it felt like you were actually there. The new dinosaur, they did a good job at the animations. Like whoever did the computer animations and stuff like that did a very good job. It looks real. It doesn't even look like it's computer generated and green screened. Everything looked legit. The parts I really love is the interaction with the guy and the 4 velociraptors. Or was it 3? No, it's 4 velociraptors. I like how even that felt real. Some people are like, oh, that don't feel real. How the hell are you going to interact with some dinosaurs? But they made the way whoever wrote the movie did a very good job. They know that even when you're working with wild animals, you really don't fully have control. Yes, they are listening to you to a certain extent. You're feeding them snacks, treats and stuff, and you're training them, but at the same time, you never really have full control. And that's what they conveyed inside the movie very well. Like, I like how he wasn't just completely controlling them, like, oh, come here, oh, go over here. Like, no, that would have felt unrealistic. But they were following his commands. But the boy fell into the cage. Spoiler, sorry. But he went inside there to try and save him. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. And you can tell that he didn't fully have control. Like, once they see that okay, well, now do we have to listen to him now? Because now we can do what the hell we want. He's inside our territory now. So it's like those little moments in the movie had you on the edge of your seat. Like, as soon as the boy fell inside there, I was like, damn, it's about to go down. It just got real. Everybody was sitting up inside their seat and stuff. Like, they just so many freaking good parts towards the second half of the movie. Man, like the little twist towards the end of the movie. Not gonna get no spoilers, but like everybody in the movie theater, every fan, every new watcher to the Jurassic Park movies was clapping. Like, didn't nobody seen it coming. Not even the most hardcore Jurassic Park fan. I don't care who you are. You didn't see that. You didn't see that damn part coming. That part where they're trying to hunt for the new dinosaur and stuff and stuff, and it's nighttime and stuff, and all the people are rallying up and they're going out to look for it. That little twist, nobody seen that coming. Like, I was like, damn. Like, everybody was inside the movie theater like, damn. Like, what? Like, oh yeah, it's really on now. Is it like it didn't? Yeah, it didn't. Shit didn't really hit the fan now. So I like that part. And then the very end of the movie, like, they did a good job of making it feel like it's the end of the movie, and then something else happened, and then something else happened. Like, they had to do it like that, you know, just to make sure that they did so many iconic things and stuff to really please the fans. You know, I know they know they had to make sure they please the fans, and a lot of fans overlooked a lot of things that the people did for the fans, the writers and the directors did for the fans of the old school movies. And I'm not saying that this deserved to be the best movie because it did a lot of things and a lot of nods, but it made you feel, you know how you have sequels to movies, but in those sequels they do some of the same things that the first movie did, you know, and it makes you feel like that nostalgic feeling. Like, it's a lot of things, like the part where in the first movie where the T-Rex is trying to get through the kids through the glass. They had another part similar to that inside the Jurassic World, where the kids were inside the little hamster ball looking thing, and then the new dinosaur comes out, finds them, and tries to get to them through the glass and stuff like that. And like little parts like that, that's a nod to the first movie. Not only is it a nod, but it's to like give you the feeling of the first movie again. That's what everybody wanted, like to have that feeling of the first movie again. But it's a lose-lose situation when it comes to rebooting franchises and trying to make sequels to something that's amazing, because no matter what, the fans are never going to be satisfied. Because if you do something that's similar to the first movie but do it like on a bigger scale and make it feel like that first movie feeling again, all it is just the same movie but just a little bit bigger. Or if you do something different, like the Lost World Jurassic Park, which I really love. Actually, I really like Lost World Jurassic Park, the second movie. But then you do something different like that, it's so different, it's not like the first movie. So it's a lose-lose situation. Either it's not like the first movie, or it's too much like the first movie to where it's just like a copy and paste and they're just doing it bigger and better. That's it. Another thing where Jurassic World messed up at, one, like I said, the family issues with the boys, that shouldn't have been inside the movie at all. Let them feel like they're two kids enjoying themselves. The relationship with the boy and his girlfriend, that didn't need to be going down inside the movie. Like, it has nothing to do with the feeling. It takes the audience out of the movie when you're introducing their issues and stuff. You should have had two boys enjoying themselves and unafraid of anything, love dinosaurs ever since they was growing up and stuff like that, and had a lot of fun. You know, went to go have a lot of fun, and stuff didn't hit the fan. But not only did they mess up there, they messed up to where they had comedy inside the movie. I know the first movie even have comedy, you know, with the and Dennis, his fat ass, and stuff like that, being goofy and stuff. Like, I like that inside the first movie. But even though it had those little comedy sequence, I think the Jurassic World did it wrong. They did too much comedy. Like the dude that couldn't hardly fly the helicopter, they made it feel like unrealistic. Like, you would not be working at a multi-trillion-dollar, not billion, that'd probably a multi-trillion-dollar park, and you can barely drive a damn helicopter. Like, that's unrealistic. At first I didn't really mind that, but then I thought about it. It's not a comedy, it's supposed to be real. Like, either it's a comedy / horror, or either it's serious and it's a horror movie. I think they should have made the movie absolutely serious and fun. The fun parts where you're walking through the park and stuff, and you're seeing all the little different attractions and stuff, and then the serious parts where it's actually serious business. Like, I wish they would have had a part where a T-Rex escapes in the beginning of the movie, or a Velociraptor escapes, but let the audience feel that, because everybody knew what was going to happen. You know, the dinosaurs going to break out, and the people that's in control of keeping the dinosaurs in are going to get killed. We already know the routine. I should have it where in the beginning of the movie a T-Rex escapes, and then these SWAT people swoop in and able to stop the dinosaur. Shows that they're able to stop them easily. Like, the humans actually know what the hell they're doing this time. But then the new dinosaur is so damn smart to where they outsmart the super smart humans that they have this time, and the super smart technology that they have these times. I think they should have did something like that. And they should never had the dinosaur escape. That was too fast. Like, that was way too quick. You know, they should have had it where he was outsmarting them a lot of different ways and stuff like that. And then he finally escaped. But when he did escape, though, I was on the edge of my seat, but I think they just did it too fast, because they had to. Because they would have paced the movie how it should have been paced, then it would have been too slow, because it didn't have nothing like the first movie that was in the beginning of the movie to give people that type feeling, and then, like I said, go to the pacing. But I still feel like after watching the movie and about to watch it again at the movie theaters, and then going to buy the Blu-ray collector's edition and everything, and then watch it again on 5.1 surround sound on my projector, and then watch it again if they have a 3D version on my 3D TV, and then probably watching it again just for the fuck of it on my laptop and stuff. After doing all that, I mean, I still feel like the Jurassic World is a tad bit better. It doesn't stumps the first movie into the ground, but it's better because the first movie, you realize how small it is after watching Jurassic World. Like, Jurassic Park was just kind of like a demo. Like, that's what it felt like they were, and that's what it was pretty much. They went there to go try to park out. It wasn't even an open park. It wasn't like park open up for business. See, what Jurassic World did very well, they made to where it's a movie about a park that's open for business. There's a lot of people there taking pictures, and they even did like a good job at like little parts where they had the little petting zoo type part where little kids are on little baby dinosaurs and stuff like that and petting them and taking pictures and stuff. That's what made it feel like the first movie all over again, but even more better, because like it felt like it was an actual park open up for business. The first movie was a super good horror movie. It's the best horror dinosaur movie, period. It's better if you want to say which one is the best horror movie as far as like I'm about to say survival horror. It's not a video game, but as far as like horror, like I guess you can say survival horror. The first movie still does take the cake as far as horror, like deep down, like scariness. And Jurassic World is still scary as well too, but like it has that different type of scary to it. And like I said, one of the parts that had me on the edge of my seat is when the dinosaur first broke out. But another part is where he like I can't even say it, but when he attacked the kids inside the little glass ball, like that right there, I was like, ooh, okay, damn, like it's no joke, you know, it's going down. And then like other parts where I can't even speak on, but like, man, like it's because like with that dinosaur you couldn't stay still. Like same thing they tried to do with the third movie where they had a dinosaur where you can't treat it like a T-Rex. But speaking of T-Rex, the T-Rex is still inside this movie, you know. Can't really say the parts that it's inside, but it's still inside the movie and stuff like that. And they utilize the T-Rex a little bit. I'm just gonna say that, you know. But you know, you just gotta watch the movie if you haven't watched it. But I think, like I said, I still stand by it where, yeah, Jurassic World did some things where they messed up. It should have took some things out. They would have taken out the relationship stuff and the low comedy stuff. Then hands down, a lot of people would have been saying it's better than the first movie. And if they would have taken their time, they would have put some action in the beginning of the movie and then paced the movie slowly, where the dinosaur is slowly but surely tricking them, because we do got some good structural material. We do got some good, you know, commandos and people that know what the hell they're doing inside the park this time, because we just let a T-Rex escape, but we captured it right away because we know what the hell we're doing, you know. But now this dinosaur is too damn smart to where they're making us look stupid, because now the dinosaur is knowing what the hell they doing and controlling us now. Like, it should have did something like that. They kind of did, but they kind of paced it wrong. But I still stand by it where it outbeats the first movie by a little bit, you know. So with that said, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me. A lot of old school fans, you know, I'm an old school fan myself. You know, you see, I got the shirt on. Come on now, I'm in love with the first movie, but Jurassic World done did it, man. Another thing, numbers don't lie, and I know ticket sales have nothing to do with anything, but this movie outsold the first movie hands down. Sales has nothing to do with it in some regards. But with that said, man, it's been your boy M. Lee, and I'm out. Peace.